This is Our Lives Today show where we focus on politics. The opposition party in Kenya came up with a movement called NASA Resistance Movement. So what does it mean to resist? My reporter Faith Kaulu has more. But first, let's get the news headlines. Kenya declares NASA Resistance Movement as an organized criminal group. Kenyans react after Kalonzo's hit the oath event at Uhuru Park. Trump pushes hardline immigration politics even as he urges unity. NASA leader Raila Odinga, while addressing his supporters at Uhuru Park on October 25th, he called on his supporters to participate on resistance movement. So did Kenyans take the resisting movement seriously as NASA called for boycott of some products? Let's meet few Kenyans who took part in the resistance.
My name is Morris Were. I'm a third year and I'm doing technical and professional communication as a major.
How have you been involved politically before?
Yeah, I love politics and I've been in politics when I was in high school.
We're having this NRM movement. And what does resistance mean to you?
To me, resistance means we are rejecting a bad regime and people or companies which are supporting this regime.
So have you taken part in resisting anything?
Yes, I've resisted the Molo Milk, Bidco products, and very soon I'll be throwing my Safaricom line.
And how is this affecting you?
Okay, maybe about maybe any other milk, because right now we don't have the only milks that we have in the shop are Brookside and Molo Milk. The demand for the other milks has increased, and yeah, there's a shortage.
Okay, my name's Jeremiah Marwa. I'm a student at Daysay University. I'm doing environmental health sciences as my major. Yeah, that's my background information.
Jerry, what does you know about resistance?
Okay, according to me, resistance, okay, in general terms, my understandings to the word resistance is, okay, refusing to comply with something, you see? You are resisting. Yeah, that's my general understanding about the resistance.
Okay, have you taken part in resisting anything according to NRM conditions?
No, I have not resisted anything because I believe everything that happens in this country in terms of business, in terms of business has a major contribution to our economy and the GDP as a whole. And other than that, it helps so many Kenyans raise a living. Also, Kenyans living in each and every corner of this country. You may have, for example, Bidco. Okay, people working there are not from one common area. They originate people, we get people from Mandera, from Mombasa, from Kisumu, from Nairobi, from Nyeri, from everywhere. So I don't see the reason why I should resist.
How is resisting going to affect these people?
Okay, resisting is going to affect these people in that we'll get that the company will start to have a difference in their profit margins. And once you have a difference in your profit margins, we start to experience things like we are spending more than we are earning. So one way of reducing the expense is by maybe telling some workers, okay, we will call you at a later date when things go well. And some Kenyans may lose their jobs, and these Kenyans are educating their kids, they're feeding their families, whichever corner of this country they come from.
Course Building will talk to a political analyst to shed more light on this. But has resistance made any impact on the Kenyan economy and politics? Reporting for Our Lives Today show, my name is Faith Kaulu. So I managed to talk to Mr. Wilson Chico, a philosophy lecturer.
Tell us more if resisting can lead to revolution or not, and what does it take when people in a country resist?
So what does it mean to resist? What's a resistance movement, especially in Kenya?
Resistance means stopping people, stopping a movement or stopping a regime to do certain things, or stopping a regime from ruling. That's basically what it is.
So, when a country starts something like a resistance, what's the other side of it? Like, what's the outcome of a resistance? What should be the outcome of a resistance?
Normally, the outcome of a resistance is what we call revolution. Those two words go together. You resist the certain regime until you
A revolution comes.
yes, a revolution comes. And actually, it ends up with a revolution.
Like the end result should be a revolution.
At the end of it, because resistance is actually the beginning of it. When you get when that resistance gets more members and powerful ones and very influential, then it turns out to be a revolution. Yeah, that's how things are done.
So in Kenya, when the resistance movement was started, do you think it was a political or ethnical to bring a revolution, or it was just for ethnicity or self-gain?
That's a huge question, but I think I can break it in bits. It can be termed as a ethnicity problem. When in Kenya we're looking at the two leaders, the NASA leader, that movement is Raila Odinga, and then of course Jubilee, the president is Jubilee, and he's a Kikuyu. Raila is a Luo. So it is like that. We have two ethnic groups, and the history of this country is that the Mau Mau or the Kikuyu population was largely involved in reclaiming the independence of this country from the colonial master. Yeah.
Yes.
But later on, they were like, okay, although we have someone who was the father of this nation, leadership should not rotate within that ethnic group only.
Yes.
That's the big thing. So that then is definitely ethnic issues. But again, politically, we're looking at parties. We're looking at the Jubilee Party, political party, and we're looking at the NASA political party or political movement. It's no longer a party these days, it's a movement.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so when you're looking at it from there, then you're really talking about politics. But politics based on ethnicity. That's that.
So it was not meant for a revolution.
It wasn't really, it was meant a revolution in the sense that the change of leadership should move and rotate around. It should not get stuck on one particular ethnic group in the country. That's the unfair, and I think it is. That's definitely unfair.
Unfair, true.
Yeah, because we have other thinkers from other communities,
can lead the country.
Yeah, they can lead the country. But when the issue is remaining to one particular ethnic group to keep leading this country, 50 years now of independence, or something like that, I don't think there's any fairness there.
And when it comes to resisting, the NASA movement came up with resisting of products. Do you think that was economical sabotage?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, like I told you, it's a revolution, and a revolution can take any form of expression. It can go to sabotaging a movement, stopping people from purchasing particular products produced by certain stuff. If the producers or the manufacturers are probably having any relation with the regime, then it simply means we are rejecting the entire regime and what it produces. That's it there. So a revolution can take any form. And this is actually at the beginnings of revolution. Please note that. Yes.
So at the extreme ends of the revolution, what happens?
Chaos, loss of lives, but again a change of policies.
Inakolea vitendo vidogo husema vikubwa, utamaduni unaendelezwa.
I'm not a politician, but this topic is very interesting. Let's get a person who is a love of politics to inform us more on what it takes to resist, or what is resistance.
So I think resistance is being opposed to some ideologies or how certain things are done. And for me, resistance in Kenya, there's no really resistance, but it's just political motives that are trying to bring resistance, but it's not working yet. Yeah.
What do you advise to the Kenyans to do?
The Kenyans, I think the moment you know what you want, you take action and do it. Yeah, if you want to resist, know the reason why you're resisting. If you don't want to resist, you know the reason why you don't want to resist. Yeah.
I hope you've learned a lot about resisting, or maybe you can take part in it. I don't know. But don't miss the next episode of our Lives Today show. My name is Geraldine Walyeula.